GRANGEVILLE, Idaho, nestled amidst the backdrop of rolling prairies and rugged mountains, serves as a gateway to a wealth of outdoor recreational opportunities. From the thrill of whitewater rapids to the challenge of a backcountry hunt, the area offers a diverse playground for adventurers of all levels. Here are 7 recreational activities complete with specific locations and intriguing facts to add to your Grangeville itinerary. Hello, my name is Earl Music and I'm with United Country Real Estate, and I am really excited to bring you this video. A lot of people don't come to our area not because they know where Grangeville is or maybe even have ever heard of it, but they're looking for a particular lifestyle, and we have a great lifestyle here, so I'm going to share it with you. And if that's something you think you're interested in, give me a call. I'd love to, and you're also considering moving, of course. Give me a call. I'd love to bring you up here and show you around and see if we can't find you your own little private Idaho. Number one for me is whitewater rafting. It's my favorite thing to do. Fact is, I was doing it yesterday here. Absolutely love it. Grangeville is about a 15-minute drive to the Salmon River. The Salmon River is, if you don't know, the longest free-flowing river inside of one state in the lower 48 states here. And it is a beautiful river. There's no dams on it. That's the free-flowing part. And again, the headwaters are in Idaho, and it dumps into the Snake River just about 60 or 70 miles west of Grangeville. That is a trip that I do pretty much every single year. We call it the Lower Salmon. We will launch at Pine Bar, which is outside of Cottonwood, again, just a little bit west of Grangeville. And we will do that trip down to the confluence for the Snake River, and then it takes us into the state of Washington, and that's where we get out and then drive home. The other trip that we do every single year that we do love, and these are all pretty big trips. The lower is typically 4 days and 3 nights. The other one that I'm headed on here in August is the main Salmon River, where we actually have to drive all the way into Montana and then back into Idaho. We launch from a place called Corn Creek. It's the end of the road. If you don't know, back in right there before World War II, they were trying to connect Riggins, Idaho and Salmon, Idaho. And so there was a road crew on both ends. When World War II happened, construction stopped and it never did start again. And so we get in at the end of the road at Corn Creek and we get out at the end of the road at Vinegar Creek. That is typically 6 days, 5 nights. Sometimes some people will stretch it into 7 days, all in the wilderness. You don't hardly see a single other person out there anywhere. There's no roads. There is a trail system that goes through there, and so sometimes you will see pack mules, people riding horses and that kind of thing, but absolutely a life-changing experience. If you ever get a chance, you should do it. And then another trip that we really like to do is Riggins. Riggins is just south of us, and it is a fairly short stretch of river. You can do it in 1 day, but it is one great rapid right after another. There's quite a few rafting companies in Riggins, and that again is a day trip. So if you ever make it down there and whitewater rafting is something you think you would enjoy, that is a great place to go. Stop, hire a guide, do that stretch of river. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. Are you thinking about moving to North Central Idaho? Well, I've created the ultimate relocation guide. It's all about the small towns here in North Central Idaho that you might want to live. And so you can check that out either by getting the link down in the description or check the top pinned comment. The link will be there as well. And the best part is it's 100% free. Number 2 is fishing. For all you anglers out there, of course, we have the Salmon River I just talked about. Great fishing there, including steelhead that I got behind me here. There's also Chinook salmon that run on that in the spring and in the fall, and then of course smallmouth bass. Unfortunately, there's also walleye in the river now. There's not a lot of them, but if you catch one, please take it with you, eat it, throw it on the bank. I don't care what you do with it, but we want to get the walleye out of the river here. But there's also a nice little lake here that's called Tolo Lake. It's just a couple miles west of Grangeville. Fun fact about it, in 1994, we were experiencing a bit of a drought here, and the water receded enough, and they discovered the remains of a Columbian mammoth there. The mammoth all the bones were excavated and removed from the site. We actually have a replica of it. The Chamber of Commerce right on the edge of town has it all encased into a big glass building. And so if you're ever running through Grangeville and want to stop and see that, that is there available. There at Tolo Lake, you will find there is bass, bluegill, also trout and catfish in that lake. So if that's something that would interest you, then that is close here, and there's plenty of other fishing opportunities all within an hour of Grangeville. All right, I have two questions for you today. First question is, if you're considering moving to North Central Idaho, where are you currently living? My best guess is the number one answer is going to be the state of Washington. My other guess is going to be the state of California. And then I'm going to have a follow-up question for you as well. Why are you considering North Central Idaho as a destination? My guess on this one, the number one answer, I bet in almost anything, is going to be politics. But hey, I could be wrong. So if you would be so kind as to leave your answers down in the comments, I would love to read them and find out. Also, while you're down there, if you have any questions of me, please ask down there. You can also give me a call, send me a text, however you prefer to communicate. I would love to hear from each and every one of you. Number 3, we have hiking the Nez Perce National Forest. The Nez Perce National Forest is just located just south of Grangeville and extends quite a bit to the east. It is a very large forested area. Right outside of that, you go into the Whitewater National Forest. We also touch into the Frank Church Wilderness area, the Gospel Hump Wilderness area. There is plenty of public land here. And so if that's something that you enjoy, being here would be a great place to do that. In fact, one of the trails that is very popular here is known as the Selway River Trail. It's accessible from the Selway River corridor. The Nez Perce National Forest encompasses an immense 4 million acres in the area, larger than the state of Connecticut. The Selway River, which is a trail that follows one of the original 8 rivers protected under the Wild Scenic Rivers Act of 1968, recognized for its pristine condition and outstanding natural values. That is a beautiful little river. The fly fishing there is amazing. If you ever get the opportunity and that's something you love doing, although I'm pretty sure if you are big into fly fishing, the Selway River is probably on your bucket list. So people living here in Grangeville, right outside your door. Hope you're enjoying the video so far, but I do have a quick question for you. If you are in the market for some bare ground real estate, would you let me know what are your thoughts on CC&Rs? If you're not familiar with those are codes, covenants, and restrictions. They are typically governed by a homeowners association. And so if you have experience in those, if you're looking for bare ground, would you consider codes, covenants, and restrictions, or is that an absolute no? Let me know in the comment section. I would appreciate it. Number 4, big game hunting. Hunting is still a very big and popular recreational opportunity here in Idaho, especially in North Central Idaho where we're at. We've got the Nez Perce National Forest out here. It is a gigantic forest. Fact is, it's the size, it's bigger than the state of Connecticut, and it is just outside of Grangeville. You can actually get on your side-by-side or your four-wheeler and leave your house in town and drive right up into the Forest Service and be gone into those millions and millions of acres of land. The area is divided into several game management units, 10A, 11, and 11A. They're all known for their excellent hunting of elk, whitetail deer, mule deer, black bear, and wild turkey. The vastness of this accessible public land provides a classic backcountry hunting experience with some of the largest elk herds in the state of Idaho found in and around these units. So if you're big into hunting, Grangeville is going to offer you a great spot as a base camp to take off and get up into the mountains and find some of those animals, those trophy animals that you've been looking for your entire life. So as much as I enjoy doing these videos, what I really enjoy in my job is meeting people from all over the country, just trying to find their little piece of freedom. And so if you're interested in moving to North Central Idaho, whether it's next week, next month, next year, I would love to hear from you. All my information is right here on the screen. You can also check it out in all of my video descriptions. And let's see if we can't just find your own little private Idaho. Number 5, exploring Hells Canyon recreational area. While the heart of Hells Canyon is a bit of a drive from Grangeville, it's about an hour. The northern and eastern entrances to Hells Canyon recreational area are within reach. Viewpoints like Hell's Canyon Overlook on the Oregon side or access points along the Snake River offer breathtaking vistas. It's about an hour drive. It's called Pittsburgh Landing that you can get into. There is a couple of different jet boating companies that are local here. One is called Kilgore Adventures. The other one is Hammer Down. They both give you an excellent ride. I've been with both of them. They will take you up through Hell's Canyon. It is a beautiful area. And if you're not familiar with Hell's Canyon, it is North America's deepest river gorge. It is more than a mile and a half from the canyon rim to the Snake River below. It is deeper than the Grand Canyon. It is an amazing place. You will see tons and tons of wildlife there. Typically, when I've gone on that trip, we've seen quite a few bear and occasionally mountain lion, bighorn sheep, elk, and deer are pretty frequent visitors to the river's edge there as well. There's all kinds of historical ranches you can stop up, and they take you right up to the Hell's Canyon Dam and then bring you back down. There are 2 Class 5 rapids on that river stretch, and so it is an adventure that you will not regret going on. Number 6, we have skiing and tubing at Snowhaven. Snowhaven is just a couple miles outside of Grangeville. It is up here on the hill. It's actually city owned. It's a great opportunity for some low-cost skiing and fun, just family fun atmosphere. It also gives the kids during the Christmas break and stuff a place to work, and it's just a great little place. The ski hill is not big. In fact, they use T-handles as the lift to get you up to the top. If you're not familiar with those, I'm not a skier. I never saw the point in strapping sticks to my feet and jumping down the mountain, but I know a lot of people do enjoy it. But the T-handles, I guess, are a little different, and they can be a little dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. But thousands of people go up there and use it every year. But the real attraction to Snowhaven is their tubing hill. They've got a great rope pole that takes you up to the top, and then they have some tubes that are actually made by a company here in Grangeville. It's called Sewing for Sports. They build pads and these snow tubes and stuff for ski resorts all over the world, and they're located right here in Grangeville, Idaho. Fact is, every single thing that was padded in the Salt Lake City Olympics was made right here in Grangeville. And anyways, but the tubes are great. There's 2 tracks. You can race your friends down to the bottom. It's a pretty big drop. It goes down and levels off, and then you lose your speed, and then you get up and you go back to the tow rope and you go back to the top. Very, very popular with the locals. If you're going to find yourself visiting during the winter, that's a place you might want to stop by as well. Number 7, very big popular activity here in Grangeville is ATVing and snowmobiling. We have a tremendous amount of trails that you can do either on. We have a really great ATV club here. It's called the Pathfinders. So if you're interested in moving to Idaho or Grangeville, especially anywhere here in Idaho County, and you enjoy doing four-wheeling and snowmobiling, reach out to the Pathfinders, become a member. They do some great things for the community. They help do clean up trails and stuff, but there's some really great opportunities for you here. We have an extensive trail system. You can start at Fish Creek or Rocky Bluff. We have designated trail systems located within the Nez Perce National Forest. It offers miles and miles of groomed and ungroomed trails for motorized recreation. The extensive trail system is a true year-round playground, providing thrilling routes for ATVs and UTVs in the summer and transforming into winter wonderland for snowmobiles. The trails wind through diverse landscapes managed by the U.S. Forest Service, offering riders everything from dense forests to scenic ridgetops with panoramic views of the surrounding Klamath Prairie and mountains. So I know I did not cover everything there is to do recreationally here. There is an endless amount of opportunities here. So probably whatever your outdoor recreation hobbies tend to be, there's a good chance that you can do them and fulfill them at their highest levels right here in Grangeville, Idaho. So if this is something that interesting you, you're wanting to move, this is an area that you think you'd like to be, please reach out to me. I'd love to talk with you. Again, my name is Earl Music. I'm with United Country Real Estate, and I'd love to bring you up here and show you around Grangeville.